The second time is a charm. Welcome, afternoon. Uh, Welcome to Greg Realty. This afternoon, wanted to let you know about a brand new development. Brand new development, specifically here in Barbados on the south coast. So, if you know Barbados well, this is right by Rockley Golf Club and Country Club. If you don't know Barbados, this development is now going to be in Golf Club Road, based in Rockley, Christchurch, Barbados. So this is down in the south coast, in the heart of all of lots and lots of activity. Okay. What we want to tell you about is a brand new development. This is 40 condominium units. These condos are going up as we speak. So they're currently being built. It's going to be four different blocks: Block A, Block B, Block C, and Block D. Okay. Each of those blocks are going to be 4 stories high. Okay, so this is 40 and units and spread across 16 of some 3 bedroom units and 24 2 bedroom units. Okay, now this development, so on each level uh, or each block for the 2 bedroom units, you're going to have 3 per level. And as I say, it's 4 stories. So that's 12 per block. So that's one block. As I say, that there are going to be 2 of those blocks. So that's how you get to your 24. And there are 16 of the 3 bedrooms. So the 3 bedroom units now, of course, 2 per level and 4 stories. So 8 per block. So that's how you get to your 16. So the 16 and the 24 brings you up to your 40. I'm just going to get into some details with regards to this fantastic property. Okay, so as I told you before, these brand new build price range that you're talking about US dollars 465,000 to 656,250. So if that is somewhere within your ballpark, I would highly recommend, of course, that you invest now. As soon as these units are going to be finished, they're going to be way um, increase in value as soon as they're done. Okay, before they even hit the market. So this is a great investment. Whether you want to live there, whether you want to use it as an investment property, whether you want to use it for short-term rentals, long-term rentals, doesn't really matter. This is going to be a solid investment for your money. The floor area, so the 2 bedrooms are going to be 1,300 square feet, and the 3 bedroom units are going to be 1,800 square feet. Around the whole property, you're talking about 3.5 acres, right? So it's going to be a swimming pool. There's going to be mature trees, well laid out. And as I say, you're going to have roughly one of 2 views. You're either going to have a view going out to the sea, all right, on the south coast of the island, or you're going to have a view actually overlooking the Rockley Golf and Country Club. So you're looking over the golf course. That really depends on whether you're going to be doing, as I say, that's where the blocks come in, depending on what block you are in, and of course, what level, from ground level up to the 4th floor. They are going to be partly furnished, and we're going to get into that in a short while. So you don't have to worry about bringing everything for the unit, and they're making it as comfortable and as easy and as seamless as possible for you to acquire these properties. As I said, currently under construction, looking to wrap up in spring of 2026, and they are making really good headway. So that's why I thought I'd come on this evening and tell you all about this opportunity. We went over just in general. What I'm going to do is give you kind of the price point in some different currencies to make it a little bit easier for you, right, to do that conversion. If you're here in Barbados, Barbados dollars, you're talking about $942,508 dollars, right up to 1.3 million, right? So that's the 2 bedroom scaling up to the 3 bedroom. Told you in US already. if you are paying in British pounds, and that's your currency of choice, roughly this is going to be about 300, just under 337,000 pounds to 476,000 pounds. Okay. To make it easier for you with regards to Canadian dollars, these are going to be ranging, as I said, 2 bedrooms are going to start at 575,000 Canadian, right up to 811,000 Canadian dollars. So, and finally, if you're dealing in euros, we're talking about 300 and just under 400,000 euros to 564,000 euros. So that kind of gives you a range with regards to what you'll be getting for your investment and what this investment is like. Let's tell you a little bit more about the property. Okay, so as we said, the property is currently under construction. So they've broken ground, they've started building, and we can provide you with some ongoing, once you sign on, make your deposit, you'll be provided with some ongoing videos and pictures of the construction as it is happening. So whether you're here or you're based overseas, as in here living and domiciled in Barbados, or you're based overseas, you can actually see what's going on. Okay, so this is one of the greatest benefits, I think, of working along with this developer who is very mature in the market, that they are very transparent with regards to exactly how the project is going to be moving ahead. I know that sometimes when you are overseas, there's a challenge, there's a little bit of hesitancy because you think, hey, I'm selling home, or I'm investing in this property and I'm actually not able to see exactly what's going on. This is not going to be the case for Rockley Residences. Okay, so the 4 stories, 16 3-bedroom, 24 2-bedroom, as I said before. And let's tell you some of the features. So first and foremost, the 1,300 square feet is going to give you 2 bedrooms with 2 bathrooms. Okay, so these are 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom units. The 3-bedroom, believe it or not, get ready for this. The 3-bedroom are actually 3 bathrooms. So this is one of the few, or probably the only, development that I know of at the present time in a condo type setting where you're getting a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom type unit. Okay, so very, very, for me, again, that is really, really, really a significant plus, and of course a great investment for you as well. Okay, so what are some of the features of these units? So for these units, you are getting a kitchen appliance package. So roughly you just need to have fitted it out. So you just need to kind of choose which brand that you want, and that will be included in your purchase price. So main large appliances, so you're talking about the refrigerator, your stove, your dishwasher, your microwave, your washer, and your dryer. So get some beds and come and move right in, right? So you don't need to go through the hassle of thinking about how you're going to set up these main appliances or working with those various suppliers. That will be rolled into your package. Key thing, elevator is going to be in each of those 4 buildings. So, easy access to your unit accordingly. Other than that, there will be in your open plan, as I said, open plan living area. So in all of the living areas, we'll have ceiling fans. So you have the breeze coming off of the south coast, that breeze coming off of the ocean, as well as those ceiling fans. And then the mature trees that are on location to keep things cool. However, if you want to cool down further, yes, there is air conditioning in all of the bedrooms. Okay, so all of your bedrooms will be covered. Going to sleep, you'll be cool. All the amenities, features, your telephone, your cable, your high-speed internet, of course, those will all be, those access points will all be available to you. You just need to obviously open the account and set that up. There will be a central swimming pool, right? So there's a central swimming pool shared across the 4 units, the 4 blocks shared across the 40 condo units. And you will have unrestricted parking for your owners, the tenants, and your guests. Okay. There's a portable water storage tank dedicated to each building. So, no challenges as we are aware of with some other developments. So, no challenges really now when it comes to water. So, if they are having a water issue, not a problem because there will be, of course, portable backup water storage on each of those blocks. There will also be an underground catchment area of rainwater. So as I say, eco-friendly type approach. So for this, you're going to be, the rainwater will be coming down. They'll be storing that, and you will see that now used for irrigation for all of the common areas. There will be in place as well, as we just spoke about, the possibility of utilities. So definitely the water will be placed, and there will also be provision put in place for generators and solar panels. So that is one of the tweaking aspects that will be, you can discuss with the developers a little bit later on, but definitely that will be in place. There will be on-site management, so there will be a management office right on site, so you don't need to go somewhere else. Having a challenge with the unit, whether you're an owner or a tenant, you can go right down on site and get dealt with. As we said, it's right beside, literally on the corner of and overlooking, depending on the unit that you buy, the Rockley Golf and Country Club. Okay, so you're going to be able to, if you're high enough, on the upper floors, you'll be able to watch your game of golf. If you're low enough, you'll just be able to look out at the course. There'll be, so it's not just looking out at the course. So one of the benefits of ownership now is that you will also get membership, special membership rates at that golf and country club. So you'll have access to the pool there. You'll have access to the restaurants there. You'll have access to go and play golf as well, and any of those other activities, and of course, and the 5 tennis courts. So if you're an owner, you have these built-in benefits of being able to access that right beside you. There will be provision for a manned gated security to prioritize privacy and security. So that, of course, will be a arm going up and down. The follow-on with regards to the HOA, they will have to now sit and decide exactly how they want that to function. If they want a individual to be sitting down there all day, if not, then it will just be badging in and badging out. And the key thing is that this is location. So this, as I said, is located right in the heart of the South Coast, very close proximity to lots and lots of amenities. Literally 2 minutes around the corner from your Accra Beach, from your Worthing Beach, from supermarkets, from the gas station, from about 5 minutes from St. Lawrence Gap. Anything that you need down there on the South Coast, this is right in the heart of it. So you are, in the heart of things. You'll be able to relax in your unit and then go out and get whatever you need. You'll have really easy access to it. Okay, so whether it is food, nightlife, anything else, this is really what you're going to be signing up for. So I think we covered most of the amenities: AC bedrooms, your patio looking out, the community pool, the ceiling fans, the clubhouse, again, access to the clubhouse through the Golf and Country Club, outdoor dining, access to the golf course and tennis courts as well. Okay, so these are some of the key benefits of this particular development. Of course, let's just see if there are some FAQs that we would also like you to find out about, because always there are some individuals who always have some questions. So if you do have questions, not a problem. My name is Julian Gregg from Gregg Realty, and it has been a pleasure to be with you here this afternoon. I am one of the select agents who have access to these units. So please get in touch with us by email at greigrealty@gmail.com. So that's GREIGREALTY. So that's greigrealty@gmail.com. If you prefer to give us a call, not a problem. It's 1-246-244-7344. That's 1-246-244-7344, or 1-246-24-GREIG. So it's 1-246-24-GREIG. Okay. Let me just see if there's any other key information that I can share with you this afternoon. Yeah, let me try and address some potential questions or some FAQs that have come up with other briefings that we've done on this property. So will there be elevators installed in each building? Most definitely. So each individual block will have their own set of elevators. How many parking spots are available per unit? So, the challenge, or people thinking, I'm going to be assigned to this individual spot, etc. So as I said, there's 40 units, and there are actually 77 parking spots available. And yes, the parking is not reserved, but of course, the owners will have priority, and then there will also be space for their guests. Okay. Other key thing that people usually ask, of course, is with regards to the monthly HOA fees. So with those monthly fees, again, these are just rough calculations, please. With those HOA fees, you're roughly talking about $500 to $700 US. So for a 2-bedroom, roughly $500 US, and for a 3-bedroom, roughly $700. Okay. But please note that these are obviously subject to approval once the actual HOA, once the project has been completed, and once the HOA is properly set up, there will be the flexibility and the ability of those owners to sit and decide as their own management committee exactly how they want this to run in the long term. Some people have asked as well, what's the ceiling height in the units? So all ceilings really high. So all of the ceilings are going to be 8 feet 6 inches tall. Lots of room for circulation. And as I said, in those the common areas, we're talking about ceiling fans, and of course in the bedrooms we're talking about ACs. And other questions that do usually come up, spoke about water tanks, and there's the question of, okay, so there are these water tanks, but really how large are they? So these are going to be 800-gallon water tanks. So again, on top of each block, 800 gallons of water available to be split across the 4 levels. So whether that is a block of 12 apartments, or if that's a block of 8 apartments, doesn't matter. 800 gallons per building or per block. So that will definitely be sufficient. Other key questions are with regards to payment. So some individuals also want to know, okay, so do I need to give you all of this money all at once? And not really. So this is the breakdown with regards to your payment schedule. So to reserve your unit, which I'm hoping that you'll give us a call or send us an email to do so and we can take you through a full comprehensive presentation with regards to further details with regards to these units. To reserve is a fee of 5,000 US dollars or 10,000 Barbados. Okay, that will also make up a part of your 10% deposit. After you've reserved your unit, the next stage is going to be your signed purchase agreement. And at that point in time, depending on the type of unit that you have purchased, you then need to make up the balance of that 10% deposit. So reservation fee, 5,000 US. After that, next stage is going to be your signed purchase agreement, and that is going to take you up. The balance of that is going to take you up to your 10% deposit of whatever the cost price of your unit is. At the mobilization of your overall building, it's going to ask for 20% to be paid down. So that's when they've laid the foundation. Buildings are really about to start. Then again, for each of those 4 buildings, if you bought a unit in a particular building block, then that is when you'll be liable and for your 20% payment. On completion of the precast structure, so after that 20%, so when all of the framing has been put in place, this is going to be precast concrete that this building is going to be made of, is 30% of your investment that is due. And then after that, it's roughly every 2 months. Let's say, so 2 months after completion of the precast structure, you need to be paying another 20%. And 4 months after the completion of the precast structure, another 10%. And then 6 months after the completion of the precast structure, 7.5%. On the completion date of the residential unit itself, you'll pay the balance of a 2.5%. Okay. On the actual completion date or any other later date that architect may certify in writing to you as the purchaser. So you will have an opportunity. Of course, you don't have to find a lump sum, but you'll also therefore only need to make payments as progress is made. So it's in the benefits everyone to make sure that the developer stays on task, and you are also very clear with regards to how your financing needs to be, depending on the different stages of the development. Okay. Next, P1, which has definitely come up, is there a special discount for the first 20 reservations. So that is, there are literally beyond less than a handful left of those first 20. So that's why I'm making this appeal to you. If it's time to do an investment, now would be the time. And why do I say that? So for the first 20 reservations, so therefore for the first 50% of the units which are bought, you enjoy an exclusive discount of 10,000 Barbados or 5,000 US dollars off of your purchase price. Okay, so this is a significant benefit. Only a few left at this point. Many have already invested and are very confident in their investment and are moving ahead. And so if you're going to be purchasing, again, why not get some benefits in there? So why not get extra $5,000 off of your purchase price by being one of the first 20? Final question that we'll deal with this afternoon is, are there projected figures with regards to the rental income? So let's say that you're doing this again as an investment property. You're not living there, and you want to know roughly how much do you think these units are going to be able to rent for. So, of course, with this large square footage, as you've heard, from 13 to the 1,800 square feet, I mean, these are significant, well laid out units. The suggested rates, these are, again, just suggested market rates, looking at everything else that is in the market. Right now, suggested that the 2-bedroom summer rate could be anywhere between roughly about $250 US per night. with a winter rate of about $325 US per night. Okay. 3-bedroom summer rate could be $350 US per night, with a winter rate going up to $425 US per night. And for long-term rental, if you do find such a tenant, then suggested that the long-term rental of the 2-bedroom would be $2,500 US per month, and the long-term rental of the 3-bedroom would be US $3,500 per month. Again, these are just projected figures, and if you ask me my professional opinion, what's going to happen is that these, as I said, will increase in value. For specifically that South Coast area, there are not going to be many other brand new builds happening. And so I expect that for the type of amenities that are going to be available through these units, that those prices will actually increase. Okay, so we look forward to hearing from you right here at Greg Realty. As I say, check out our site, or you can, of course, email us or give us a call if you want, and we would be happy to serve you and to get you your unit at Rockley Residences. Look forward to seeing you in our next live stream. Thanks, and bye-bye.